Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Throwback Thursday. Today, we are throwing back to the greatest game in history, which was the tagline of
Pretty good tagline,
Anachronism, which I think all the throwbacks technically are, by definition, an anachronism of some sort.
As far as I know, it was the most successful card game in partnership with a cable channel.
It really is I see people in chat beforehand talking about it. It's kind of a bizarre situation because Anachronism is a game. It was made by a company called Triking Games. I think this was their only game or first game, and then they kind of disappeared into the night. It was originally published in 2005.
Okay.
Which is now 15 years ago.
It doesn't seem that long.
Yeah.
The 2000s are basically fine.
It really doesn't. But it was licensed by, or it is in connection with the History Channel. So if you actually look at the back of a card, it's got the big H History Channel logo.
It's also those square card, those perfect cut corners.
Oh yeah. Which,
let's go.
That'll be fun to see.
In 2005, no less.
It's 2005 tech right there.
These are printed on old-fashioned cardboard too. They're not messing around.
The crazy thing to me about it is like the idea of licensing
a
history game, because that's public domain stuff, right?
Yeah.
Unless the art comes from them, and from what I know, like they kind of cross-promoted it. They promoted it on the History Channel. They made sure that they had their people make sure the history was accurate and stuff.
I'll bet the art is, because you know how you see those documentaries, at least the early History Channel you'd see, and then they have to just do little animations that are kind of doing that cel-shaded style where you draw something and then you just animate the background so it looks like it's moving. That really does look like like if you were to watch that, you can just imagine this being pulled up and they have little army sounds in the background.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that kick I was doing before.
100%. That's
right. So this is a game, and now I call it a card game in the loosest of senses. And the reason I say loosest of senses is you'll notice if you look. Can you give me the top down real quick?
Yeah. Let's get this splendid playmat.
We have this Alexander the Great card, and several things of particular note. It's completely square. These are also all foil cards. They're also like pretty thick cardboard. So like this is not a typical.
That's like cereal box cardboard.
It is thick.
That's legit.
Is the way to say it. But that's because in this game you don't shuffle a deck. You don't have a deck. That's not how this works.
Oh.
I'll be running the rules down in a minute.
I'm no longer interested.
I'm done. So it's kind of it is a card game because there are cards being used. But it's not like a traditional card game. It's almost more of a miniatures game. I could see this very quickly becoming a miniatures game.
So is it more like Unmatched, Unrivaled, Undone? What's that one? The new one that was Star Wars Epic Duels?
You always get it wrong, and then now my brain can't.
It's Unmatched, right?
Is it Unmatched?
Unmatched?
I don't know.
Unrivaled?
I don't remember.
Unsaid?
Sort of no, yes. So
you shuffle cards in that one, I guess.
Yeah, you have a deck of cards, and then that's kind of your health. It's different. This is just positional.
Okay.
So like where the card is on the map. And
like Summoner Wars.
How they move. It is more like Summoner Wars. Yeah,
there we go.
That's a good example. It's like a simpler version of Summoner Wars.
Okay.
We'll get to in a second.
Bring it on.
Before we do, I want to check in with chat, see how everyone's doing.
Hello, everyone.
It's been a minute. Oh, look, we had our first one of the day.
Zoom out. Are we wanting to become famous?
Become famous.
We can buy
on
followers,
Instagram.
primes, and viewers, but don't you understand? We can't even do Prime on Twitch. We're not even set up for that. So these spammers need to get with the program.
They need to figure out what's going on.
Do a little research before you start spamming, would you?
Now,
Here's
the other thing that's interesting that we can kind of do while we're interacting with chat for a little bit. Unmatched. Yeah, John the Bard saying it's unmatched.
I saw Jason got it earlier, too.
So we have the entire set one of characters, and I want you to basically go through these. Yes. And I just want you to pick some that you like. Now, these characters came with, your deck was actually, I think, 5 cards, roughly. So you have a character card. I'll just run through them
there's so
real
many
quick.
there in Alexander.
These are 4 different characters.
Roman.
So Alexander the Great's character, and then his pack came with his inspiration, which is the Oracle of Delphi.
Yeah.
Then he also has a weapon.
You're a known history buff, too, so this should be a really good stream for you.
And a renowned pronunciator of difficult-to-say words. He has the Sarase, which is his weapon. So you have an inspiration, you have a weapon.
Cool.
He's also got some armor. So
it's like real life.
Linen cuirass,
you know?
Cuirass. He also has
I like Cuirass,
a special card, which is his horse. I don't even know how to say it.
What is that?
Bucephalus?
Bucephalus.
Bucephalus.
Yeah.
See, I was right on the money.
I've read all this stuff a million times, man. I loved all of that. Robert on there.
I can't wait. I read the stuff. I just didn't know how I was pronouncing it. I also couldn't read till I was like 8, so that was part of my problem.
You know, some of us. I was playing like Civilization early on, and I got into we had the encyclopedias early on. Did you have encyclopedias at your house? Did
No.
the traveling encyclopedia man come around?
Some encyclopedias, but I didn't use them.
I got really into it, and like this kind of pocket of history was super. I got into Greek mythology for a while, etc. So
now, I do really like Greek and Roman history altogether.
Favorite god? Favorite Greek god? Mine's Poseidon.
Really?
So
shocker.
Sometimes there's a straight line. Aphrodite? Hermes?
I don't know. I have
Apollo?
a favorite.
Athena?
Who was Apollo the fast one?
Good question. Ultimately,
who had the
running around the sun?
The winged feet.
Hermes, right? The messenger of the gods.
Who knows? You tell me.
I'm saying.
Now
Cupid? No, was that?
I think
that's right.
He just had wings straight up, Cupid. But no, like Alexander the Great, and you go through it. Julius Caesar, another character we have here. This was my short stack of characters I really like. There's also Heracles.
Heracles.
You know,
absolutely.
Anyway, so I'm just gonna let you fan through here, and so there's 5 cards. They come in a 5-card pack, and the interesting thing is like when you're customizing those other cards that you have. Technically, they come with thematic, like the Oracle of Delphi for Alexander the Great is thematic to him. But these 4 cards, you could actually mix and match and run whatever you wanted.
Cool. Now, somebody said in the chat earlier, the only way to make this game fun is to stick with the pre-constructed decks. Because, like, History Channel wasn't known for its balancing.
Sure.
You know?
I'm planning
History itself wasn't terribly balanced.
It is not, still not
Some
balanced.
would say, yeah.
I'm not planning on mixing them up at all. But in, like, a constructed environment, technically, people could, like, you know, mix and match and stuff.
The amount of joy that I'm feeling in not recognizing almost any of these characters aside from Ninja is pretty amazing. You ever watch the History Channel? Is it History? They do the, like, you know, would a barbarian's hammer beat a samurai sword?
Yeah.
You remember this?
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of ridiculous. But it reminds me of that kind of art style on these cards. And yes, Cupid was Roman. I apologize. It all kind of mixed together there for a little while, didn't it? Okay. Marcus Claudius Marcellus. Now, he was the big gladiator dude, wasn't he?
Let's read the flavor text. Known as the Sword of Rome, Marcellus conquers Syracuse, as well as securing innumerable other military victories for the Republic.
How did he get to New York that early?
New York?
Syracuse joke. There's only a few Syracuse jokes you can make in your life. You may as well take it. Harold Hardrada looks cool. A renowned warrior and Norwegian king. Harold is famed for his ability to take castles and his love of plunder. Sounds like me.
Also worth noting, there were 7 sets of this game.
Wow.
They were putting out one set every like 3 or 4 months, and sets would actually release 16 packs of these character cards with the stuff. So these are the ones we're using today are all from set 1, which is the first set. We're going to get a taste of the early version of the game.
Do you happen to know how often these sets were released? Was this like a once a year non-collectible?
Once every 3 or 4 months.
Oh, wow. And it was non-collectible, right? You just got a pack of cards, yeah.
And it lasted 2 years.
Well,
then they were gone.
Canute the Great. That was like at least 7,000 times as long as most card games in that era.
Yeah.
Oh, Norse. Give me all the Norse people. Danish king and legendary member of the Jomsvikings, or Jams, Canute wears 3 crowns, including the crown of England. You can't just wear it, though. I mean, did he have it? Was he an actual king of England? Probably not. Grettir the Strong, also Norse. Grettir, outlaw son of Asmund, is the epitome of the warrior poet. However, ill luck stalks him all his life, as does a bad reputation. That's a contrast in terms. This is obviously extremely appealing to me. I love a good misunderstood warrior poet. Grettir the Strong, or Grettir. Is it really just it's just going to be Greeks and Romans versus Norse and Japanese, right?
The first set each set have 4 cultures in it. And
so
we had Greeks, Romans, and then Norse and.
I tend to land Norse and Japanese.
Yeah. Well, I'm Greek Roman over here.
Yeah. Maximinus A giant of a man at over 2.6 meters tall. Quick, how many feet is that?
It's like 7 feet.
Nice.
Roughly.
Maximinus is as unforgiving of his subjects as he is of his enemies. Okay, so a little inspire by fear kind of situation there. Milo of Croton looks like a great wrestler here. Milo's amazing strength and indomitable pride help him win 6 Olympic wrestling tournaments. Fantastic. You know, this is heavily inspired, or is a heavily inspiring force for Arena Rex.
Yeah.
You know, we got naked wrestlers. We got.
I think this will remind you
Cassius,
in some ways of Arena Rex. Besides the fact that we're 2 characters fighting in an arena.
Romans and Greeks. Yeah, it has a lot to do with it probably. Amazonia, look at this. Warrior Roman female. Amazonia is the most famous gladiatrix of her time. Well, that's important. You may use up to 2 weapons. Utriusque menus compos.
If you don't like her, let me just put her in my short snake.
Nah, you like. It's good. Freydis Eriksdotter, Norse warrior female. Oh, here we go. Let's look at this flavor text. She's blank too. Why? This is the only blank character.
You want to know why?
Stats.
Yeah, look at her stats. So the first stat there, assuming, is she up on the screen? Yeah. The first stat is health, the heart. Makes sense. That's how much damage you can take before you die. The second stat is your speed.
Nice.
And the speed is how many actions you get each round.
Is that a hawk?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
And
it doesn't really translate, but
she's the only character from set 1 that had 4 speed. So she gets 4 actions, everyone else gets 3.
Ooh.
So that is her ability, is the fact that she gets 4 actions around and everyone else gets 3.
Very nice. She's great. Greenlanders and Icelanders leave their homes in search of Vinland, a land shrouded in myth, yet held to be real. Leading these men and women on the quest for this new land is Freydis, daughter of the infamous Eric the Red, and her husband Thorvard. Well, I remember they made it.
Apparently, the height was actually around 8 feet.
Ooh,
that's a big boy.
Wait, how tall is the tallest person right now? Did we forget how to make people that big? Or
I mean, it's rare. I think like the tallest like basketball person I'm aware of is like 7'2".
Well,
so like
that's close enough, I think. Nakano Takeko, Japanese warrior female here, head of the Roshi Gun. My Japanese is bad. Can't tell. Weapon master Nakano Takeko leads her female samurai into battle. Okay, so a cool female samurai there. Oda Nobunaga. Nobunaga's battlefield brilliance has secured his place as one of the most brutally effective military leaders of all time. Wow, I wonder why. I'd like to know more. Ninja.
Generic ninja.
Japanese warrior male. Come on. Ninja assassins, those who move in secrecy, travel through the shadows towards their mark. That's the least appealing one there. And Saito Musashibo Binkei. A giant of a man with legendary strength and skill, warrior monk Binkei of the Yamabushi comes to embody some of the greatest qualities of the Japanese warrior. Like flute playing.
Welcome, Northern Lights.
Background.
Ask him, what is this? This is Anachronism, a game from 2005.
This is so
How many
cool.
got there?
8.
Great.
8 packs.
I'll take the leftovers. Pick your favorite, and I'm going to teach you how to play.
All right, let's start with Gratir the Strong. Let me see if there's the ability here is too confusing. Your attacks with axes deal +1 damage. Your attack rolls that are doubles do not count as critical hits. So I get a consistent +1, but I don't crit, is what it sounds like. That's sign me up, baby.
Let's go.
You want consistency and axes?
Right. So pick your character, and we're just gonna have a really rough first game. So literally, they can start in any of these 4 back slots. I'm gonna put Alexander over here. Take the other 4, randomize them. This is normally you would pick the order of this, but we're just gonna randomize, and it's gonna be fun. Okay. And you'll put them in these 4 slots.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I hope I don't draw my axes last.
So a handful of things to know. I already went over the stats. So the first stat's health. I'll pull up Alexander the Great. So you can see on the bottom left, he has a heart. That's his health. The hawk-looking creature is his speed. That's how many actions you get. Various things cost an action. Every move costs an action. So literally, like this is 1, 2, 3. Rotation costs an action as well. Okay. So which way you're facing really matters. Now, if you look at Alexander the Great,
you can rotate. Cool.
Yeah, he's got this. You see this grid up top. which is the same size as this grid, which is not that relevant. The main thing that's relevant, you see the red arrow in there? Basically, wherever that's pointing is where he's facing.
Cool.
So that's the top of his card. And then he can, by default, attack in the spots that have a modifier in there. So Alexander the Great can attack in front of him and to the right of him. He's got a right-handed sword.
So both of my things I can attack, but I'm at -1?
You can attack in front of you, to the left and right, but not directly in front of you. And they're both -1.
Because I can only do this?
Yeah.
Kind of a situation?
That's basically what that's showing. So when you attack, the way it's going to work, like, so I can attack in front of me, right? Let's say Alexander was here. I'll roll 2d6, and I add my modifier. So 7 plus 0 is 7. And you'll roll 2d6 on defense. And if you get higher than me, nothing happens.
Modifier's only on attack?
Modifier's only on attack.
Okay.
If you get lower than me, you're going to actually take damage. And so damage is this last stat down here on the bottom.
Right.
So I do 1 damage, you do 1 damage. The next stat there is called initiative. So initiative is how we're going to break ties and how we're going to do various stuff, but we'll get into that in a minute.
So like if we both roll a 10, does the higher initiative do the damage?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
I don't know. I know it applies. So like flip your first card.
Okay, number 1.
So we flip 1 at the start of each round. And so what you'll do is you'll add your initiative stat to the number on the top left corner.
Initiative stat to the number. My number is 7 plus 5. That is 12.
And so mine would be 6 plus 4 is 10. You would win initiative. Let me make sure that's correct.
That's how I would play it. That sounds great.
If there's a tie, that's actually wrong. That's your experience stat. So if there's a tie, whoever has more experience wins the tie.
Okay.
So you have 5 experience to my 4. So if we flip the same number, then you would win that because you are a more experienced character.
So is this considered initiative? This number in the top left?
Yeah,
okay.
That's definitely. So what's the name of that card?
Berserker Ganger. Or Berserker Ganger.
So that'll flip it to 7 if we can pop that up.
In fits of rage, berserkers and Ulfingers tear through enemy lines with inhuman strength and ferocity. Very cool. So my attacks deal +1 damage, but I take 1 damage after each attack.
Yeah. So mine. Where was I getting ready to read? Oh, mine is the my horse. How do you say?
Bucephalus?
Bucephalus?
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's a 6. Well, that's whatever. But the ability is once per round after I make an attack, I can move or 1 space.
Very cool.
And that'll apply for the rest of the game.
Very cool.
So the order that you put these cards down, literally at the start of round 1, we'll flip this 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll have 1 more round. The order is giving you access to abilities. It's also your initiative roll, basically.
Cool.
So you basically, before each game, you pick where you're going to start, and then you put these down in the order of your choice, and you make it happen.
Nice.
But for this first game, we'll just go with it. These games are supposed to take like all of 10 minutes.
And that's it.
We'll get a roll. Yeah. So
and now can I use this for the rest of the game? Anytime I want, I can activate this. It says your attacks or is this forever now on?
It's forever now on.
Oh.
So that would probably be not the card you want to play on round 1.
Well, deal 2 damage, take 1. I'm not scared. That's double the value.
You're just speeding this up.
Yeah. Ooh, attacks with axes deal +1 damage. So do I have to have an axe to have an axe attack? Or do I always just swing with my axe? What else am I swinging with?
So you could have these attacks by default, but your weapon will give you access to other attacks or your stuff here. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm going first.
Yep.
I got 3 actions, courtesy of Gratir the Strong, my second stat there, the Hawk stat. I've got 3. What's your there are 3 as well. What if I did it like this? 1, 2, and 3. You see what that does.
Okay. So then I'm gonna go 1. No, I'm gonna go 1. There it is. So I get 3 actions. Technically, I can move again here to make my modifier a 0 instead of a -1. But if I take up a move, I can only attack once. But now I could actually attack
So you can just swing twice.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and swing at you. But I'm -1 because you're in my... I can almost not reach you with my sword.
People saying free rotations after movement, maybe? Is that true? Every time? Let's look at this basic rule book, set 5. Maybe they added that in set 5.
I doubt it.
Ooh, they have elements in this one. Did we get was there elemental combat in set 5?
Moving. Spend an action to rotate his warrior to face any directions. Can't face diagonally. A player can spend an action to move his warrior one space. After moving in a new space, he may rotate his warrior to face any direction without spending an additional action.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
All right.
So anyways, I'll attack. I'm at -1, so I'll roll. I got a 5, and now you roll.
You hit me.
Okay. So you want to grab 2d20?
I got you. Or do we want to be cooler? I've got all sorts of tokens down there.
I'll leave that to you.
Here's a d12. One of the lesser known die, really. I feel like we should use it. I'll take it, and I'll take a d20. Actually, here, take this one too. We'll have our little health dice.
Okay, great. So I'm just gonna put mine right here. So I'll have how much health I have left.
Oh, nice. Okay, countdown, huh?
So I'm at 8.
All right, I'll start at 7, and then I just took 1, so I go to 6. 6 health.
Okay, then I'll swing at you again.
7.
6, so I don't hit you. End of round. Now we flip the next card.
Woo!
Initiative 2.
Loki, reveal. Choose an opposing warrior's face-up weapon. There are none.
Don't have any.
If you have a face-up weapon, exchange that card for your opponent's weapon until the end of the round. All right. 6.
Swap weapons.
6 to 2. What do you do?
Mine's a 2. Oracle of Delphi. Look at all face-down cards. I can trade the placement of any 2 of my face-down cards.
Probably want to put that one in the last slot, you know.
Now, technically, I could look at yours, but it's fine. I won't.
I've got access down here somewhere. All right, swinging at you right here. You activated my trap card. +1 damage, and I take 1. 4.
6.
Miss. 7 minus 1, 6.
12.
What does that mean? Does that double do anything weird?
Is
there a critical roll or something?
Let me look at the attacking. Hold on. And you take a damage every time you attack, or when you hit me?
After each of your attacks. Goodness gracious. Well, this is a losing battle. How can I ever win? Do I have to do this?
That should be your last card. Absolutely.
Yeah, probably. Because, like, now the math is impossible.
Oh, you double the base damage if you get a critical.
Okay.
Just swap those with your last card with that. You would never put that first. It's fine.
Okay, I'm going back to 6.
And we'll try this again in a second, knowing what we're doing. It's just so quick that you can just learn it very quickly.
Got Dane axes now. Miss, and then 8 minus 1, 7. All right, cool.
Missed. Alexander, be great. Let's go ahead and move here and then swing. You blocked me.
Yeah.
Swing again.
Get blocked.
Take 1.
All right, 5. All right, flip another.
Yeah, Spanish says that's his finisher. You never start with that.
A bear sark. Once per round, when you are attacked, force the attacker to reroll their attack roll. Discard this card if the result is lower than their original. Okay, so if it works, basically. 5.
The Sarahs say, look at this. Once per round turn, when a warrior moves into a space on this weapon's attack grid, deal a damage to that warrior. So it's my spear. I can hit these spaces.
Whoa.
And it's +1, +1, +2. And if you move into any of these spaces during the round, I get to do a damage to you.
Nice. You've got the spears. You got your friends. So you go first. 5 to 7.
Huh, I can't get far enough away from you.
That's right, because I'm a genius positioning.
A tactical genius. Let's just swing.
We were swinging. Any minuses or anything?
6, no, 0.
And this is your normal attack? Yeah.
And it's a tie. So let me see. It said something special about ties.
Experience breaks ties. I'm better. I got a 5. I'm an old Viking.
Ties.
Ties.
If initiative or die rolls tie, the warrior with a higher experience wins the tie. That's really good. Let's
swing again, buddy.
Yep.
Hit me.
Got him.
4.
And I think that was my 3rd try. So it's your turn.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, first action. Rotate. And we're in the end game now. Second action, Dane Axe.
Oh no.
+2, +1 damage for each face-up support card. Are these support cards?
I assume so, yeah.
Do they have to say support on them?
No way.
No, it doesn't say support. Are you serious then?
So you do +3 damage?
Axes deal +1. +1 again for each of your other face-up support cards. So 2,
So
3.
+3.
So 4 damage per hit. You kidding me?
You cannot allow this.
It's +2 as well. 7.
7.
3, 4, 5, 6. Dang, miss. Third action. 6.
You win the tie.
All right,
So
I
you
win
deal
the
4?
tie. Deal 4.
Down to 4. How much health do you have?
4.
So Alexander's really good when he's losing. He gets +1 damage if you have more life than me. And then he has another one that does that. Okay. Last card.
Berserker.
Lenin Kira's. Your defense rolls get +1 while you have lower life than the attacking warrior.
You don't, and you won't. It's a knockout
I
blow.
will not.
+1 damage, +3 damage, +1 damage. Here's a 6 damage. Oh, are weapons once per round? That would make it way more fair.
Can you swing or hit with it once per round?
It's a 10 anyway.
That's a 12.
Woo!
It's a crit?
I can't crit because of my axes.
Okay. You hit me.
You're dead.
Wait. Yes. Yeah, it's once per round with a weapon. I don't know if you can swing once per round or if you can hit once per round.
I got it.
I bet it's swing once per round.
Attacking. Weapon may be used to attack only once per turn. Attacks without a weapon are called basic attacks and are not limited. You can swing with a weapon once per turn, etc.
All right, so now that that's out of the way,
all right, we got the basic idea.
let's play with these guys one more time.
Okay.
But knowing what we're doing. It's definitely my first card.
I mean, it kind of writes itself, doesn't it?
I'm gonna mess with you.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready? Oh, wait, we got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh.
My attacks are this way, so I don't want to let you get on this side of me.
Yep.
First card?
Oh, yeah. The axis.
Oracle of Delphi. I get to look at all face-down cards and put them in the order of my choice.
Oh, what is this?
How about we switch
What
these?
a garbage sack. What are you talking about?
I'm going to put this thing you don't want here.
And that's on forever? I got to use it even if I don't want to? Hold on a second. This doesn't seem right.
This is what that's like what he does. That's
He's
his
just too smart.
Special.
You cannot smart
I mean,
a Viking.
he's literally like one of the most renowned historical military figures ever.
Oh wait, hold on. If two players have a card ability reacting to the same event.
Oh, I can only trade the placement of mine. I can look at yours, but I can't trade their positioning.
I think they're optional, man.
What's optional?
Card abilities. I think it says they're optional. Oh,
I see. So you don't have I can't switch yours anyway.
Okay, that's fine.
So I can look at them and then I can switch mine to basically counter those. You know what I mean?
Yes. See page 2. Okay. Support cards. Card abilities. Okay. I believe the action can be used as one or more of the warrior's actions. Abilities with reveal. Everything after the calling explains what happens when the card ability is used. So I think it's optional. I think we can use it.
Okay.
You choose to use. All right, my go. 3 to a 2.
You got it.
He's laughing now, Oracle. 1, 2. Swinging with the axe. +2. +1 damage for other face-ups, 0. +1 here, so 2 damage attack coming in. +2, it's a 8. 6 + 8 +2.
11. Alexander says no.
How did he know?
All right, Alexander's going to swing back, just in general. 3.
Ah, easy mode.
Swing again. 6.
Look at these basic attacks. 7.
And then...
You can get axed. Hey, kid.
I will just swing again. I remember. I know the cards that are coming up. That's really helpful. 4. Come on.
Look at those rolls.
Trade me the dice.
Awful rolls.
I have a 6.
A 5 with the Bear Sark. Once per round, I can make you re-roll an attack.
Once per round after I make an attack, I can move a space. So I'll swing at you for 8.
Totally fine. I'll save it for the spears. 7.
Take 1.
Take 1. And I start with 7, right? That was a 6.
Swing again.
10.
So
Take another
we
one.
roll simultaneously too. So if you make me re-roll, you would see what your roll is first.
Oh, okay. Cool.
After that attack, I'm going to move for free with my horse, and then I'm going to use my third action to move again.
Oh, look at that. That's some fancy business there.
We're playing the game now.
Okay. Well, keep axing. Move. Move. Dane axe. Now doing 3 damage. 10.
You got him.
Wait, does that crit matter?
Not on defense.
Not on defense, okay.
So I take 3?
Take 3. Plus 1 for this, plus 1 for this, and then 1 damage normal.
Mine? Or flip?
Yeah.
Sorry to say.
Here comes Loki. Looks like choose an opposing warrior's face-up weapon. If you have a face-up weapon, exchange that card for your opponent till the end of the round. You have a Dane axe now.
You have a spear that doesn't do anything.
Not a great trade, Loki. Thanks for nothing. It's very thematic, though. Gotta love it. I've got a 6 tier 3.
Does the initiative happen first?
Oh,
I
good
assume?
question.
I'm going to guess the initiative happens, then the effects resolve.
Yep. Yep. Where did that die go? Oh, no.
It's gone.
Oh no, it's one of those. You dropped those dice, man, and they're gone. There it is.
Can I?
I got it. Yeah. When you're getting older, when you start making noise when you bend over, think about that. It's only 2 damage. Is that right? So, the way it's worded, it says plus damage for every other support card, not do that much damage. So like this says attacks with axes are +1. This would give it another +1 for a support card, so it's +2 damage. So it's not 0 + 2, right? It's 1 damage always, and then you plus it. Is that right? That's how I would play it.
Yeah.
0 is the weapon's base damage. Okay, so only take 2. So basic attack always does 1. A weapon starts at 0. Sounds like that's a rule.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, now we got
That
it.
weapon
This is
for
2.
Holy
Oh, well
smoke.
now the game makes sense. Okay. Cool.
What about the initiative on this? If we flip the cards, he stole my weapon. Does that ability happen before or after initiative totals?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Yeah, you probably do initiative first. You have a sweet timing chart in here?
Yeah, there is initiative in there, but it doesn't say anything about when the revealed abilities are happening.
React to the same event. Both players pass. First player uses his card ability. We don't have a.
Keone's saying initiative decided first.
Okay.
Let's go
So you
with
get
that.
to go first.
So I get the
That's a bummer.
initiative, but now you get my sick weapon to use. I need to not allow you to be that far away from me. I can't stop it.
Yeah,
I can stop it. Let's move. Swing my axe.
and my
And
act-
my axe. 5. Plus 2.
7.
So I'm a 7.
I'm a 7.
I missed. But after I attack, I'll use my horse to move 1. And then I will move with my last action. There.
Okay.
No, that's wrong. I'm going to back it up. I'm going to use my last action, swing normal. Because
I'm
can
gonna
just turn.
spin.
3. Sweet.
Uh, Oh, snake eyes.
I have more health than you, so you just take one. You're supposed to be ahead of me.
Oh, you didn't do the axe, did you? You already did it.
I swung with the axe and missed.
Yeah.
Apparently not my axe.
Yeah, and you can only move cardinals. You can't move diagonals.
That's right.
Okay. So I can get an extra +1 if I...
Well, you move back and you do the 2 damage attack. That's the good thing about it.
Well, I'm saying I could go here, here, and get +2 on the stairs, say.
I get you.
But then you could sneak in. So I feel like going here, attack, and then here puts you in a really awkward position. Because then you've got to like try to get here, here, here to get around my... But you'll have the weapon back. So that's not...
Yeah, and what you really don't want to do is have to move into the spaces that the weapon would do the free damage.
So I need to pretend like I'm going to have the axe next turn.
That's right.
So much strategy.
Evil Green saying off topic, but can I ask you guys a flesh and blood question? Of course.
There's
What up,
no
Blackburn?
Way, there's no way really to position around that freaking spear.
He's got the spear.
He's got the spear. He's got the spear. Top right corner for you is really what you want. So, you know, let's get where we need to be. Let's go back here so we can at least poke at you.
Yeah, Thomas saying you can move, attack, and then move back.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's probably ideal.
Evil Green saying, in Crucible War, is there any way to tell on the actual cards if they are first edition or not, beyond if it's cold foil? As far as I know, no.
We don't even know what the unlimited version would look like, do we?
We have unlimited of the first set.
Yeah, but Crucible, who knows? Maybe they'll label it differently. I don't know. All right, second action, attack skis. 9.
No.
7. 9 plus 1, so 10. Take 2 damage. And then here and here.
That makes it hard for me to use the spear.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Yeah.
And then we trade this back.
Yep.
You can have your spears.
I want it back. All right, then we flip. I get the linen. Your defense rolls are +1 while you have lower life than the attacking warrior. Initiative 2, so you get to go first.
Oh, yeah.
You can change your positioning based on you going first. You had a 7.
Yeah, I had a
felt
7.
Pretty good about that.
7's good. Is 7 high? What's the highest? 10?
Highest I have 7. You have more experience than me, so.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll spend an action to turn and face. Second action, let's use the Berserker Yanger. +1 damage. So 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage with the Dane Axe. 5 damage from his ability.
If you hit, it's 5.
Yeah.
Goodness.
+2. Oh,
6.
don't
Come
crit with the axes,
on.
unfortunately.
8.
Okay.
I
Change of
wonder,
plans.
let me actually make sure if a crit doesn't just hit no matter what happens.
Well, this one says specifically it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Your attack rolls that are doubles do not count as critical hits. And then last action.
Man, that would have been the game.
That would have been, yeah.
You
It
just
would have been
buried
good.
me. So I see what your guys doing, right? It's like you have
I take 1 after that, too.
you have a massive swing at some point.
And you better not miss. Dice. And then last action, what do we do? How do we get away from the spear?
I mean, for
It's
me to
pretty good
use the
space.
spear, I would have to get here.
Yeah.
So my best bet is
And then I'm here and it doesn't hurt me. All right, here we go. Basic swing coming in at you. 6. Oh wait, I can't do basic swing. Pardon my reality there. Well,
So if you move here, I don't have any. Oh no, then I can
You
move
go
here and
here.
spear you. That's bad.
it's all. I mean, it's all kind of in the wash there. Kind of the same. I'm gonna hold. Pass. Done.
Okay. I'm gonna swing. I need 2 hits out of 3.
Don't do it. Simultaneous.
Yeah.
Just basic attack. you're doing?
7.
9.
No. Swing again. 9.
7.
Take 1.
Once per round, I'll have you reroll that. Discards.
Snake eyes.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, you're at 3 health. I'm at 4. I'm fine anyway. Oh, we have 1 more round.
Yeah, we do after this.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I
Yeah.
missed.
Want What does this do? Your defense is +1.
Well, I have less health. Yeah.
You'll never have it.
All right.
All right, here comes the big axe swing.
Last round. Hold on. I don't know how we determine initiative on the last round. I think it's the total of all of your cards.
It says fifth. Yeah, the fifth round. If neither warrior play continues, in the fifth round, because all support cards are revealed, the warrior with higher experience goes first.
Oh.
If both warriors are undefeated at the end of the fifth round, the warrior with more life remaining wins. If that's tied, higher experience wins. If you're still tied, go.
So a tie in health goes to you at this point.
Yeah, that's right.
And this flips back around.
No, discard, didn't it?
Oh, is it?
Discard this card if the result is lower than the
it's
original.
gone.
Yeah. Only get it once.
All right, so you're first.
Here comes the moment. 8, 9, 10.
How
with
much
the Bane
damage are you
Axe, 1,000,000. Experience wins. Unless, don't you have a thing?
Only when I have less health than you.
Ooh, this is particularly good against you.
It is
then.
particularly good.
Ooh.
So then you nuke me.
I keep finding this to be the case.
All right,
Random games.
in the games that we're playing. On to the next one.
Okay, so Grittier is a berserker. I mean, you come in and you swing with and you don't miss. And if you miss, you fall over.
You fall over and die. All right, next.
Good morning, David.
I'm going to play as Julius Caesar.
Oh.
Et tu, Brute.
Oh, classic.
Yeah. Let's see. Once per turn, before you roll the dice, the roll is considered to be a 7. What? Alla iecta est.
We could say easily. Oh my gosh, she's got a wave. Is that a wave up there? Man, beautiful. Look at Freydis Eric's daughter, which means literally Eric's daughter, Eric the Red. -2 up top, -2 top right, +0 right to the left
Her
there.
little life.
Huh.
But she's got 4 actions around. She's crazy.
Oh, she does have those 4 actions. So she's like quick and crazy. Then we've got Tyr as my deity there. After you make a roll, if any of your dice is a 1, the roll is considered doubles, even if the dice are different. Do crits automatically hit?
I don't know.
Let's find out. Attack rolls. If an attack hits and the attacker's dice are doubles, it's a critical and you double the damage. So no, it doesn't automatically hit. However, Skegfox Francisca looks like a throwing axe of some kind. A ranged axe. Deal 1 damage to all warriors not adjacent to your warrior when you reveal it. Don't listen to that.
I'm not listening. I'm going to surprise you with my cards too. Joshua Trevina saying, are these from a booster box or are these starter sets? So it wasn't random, it wasn't collectible like that. They did sets of like 16 warriors that each come with their 4-card deck, and the sets are fixed.
If you are a water warrior, oh my gosh, this is so up my alley. It's crazy. I am a water warrior.
You are a water warrior.
Is that what that means?
Yep.
Water. Wow. And then El has Ruin. Choose a warrior with more life than you. Move to any space in that warrior's attack grid.
So the elements, by the way, are Aether, Earth, Fire, Metal, Water, Wind, and Wood.
Cool. They got all the classic Japanese.
All right, so we roll. Whoever rolls lower has to place their warrior first. I got an 8.
4, 5.
Place your cat.
And then I've got 7 health. How about you?
7.
All right. Okay. What's your attack there?
Here's the flavor on old Julius.
Yeah, please do.
His attack
I've never heard of it.
In the front, it's a +0. +0, -1, +0.
Okay. So you're attacking in that right arc?
Yep. 7 health, 3 speed, 3 experience, 1 damage. Once per turn before I roll dice, I can make the roll a 7. Like my roll. His flavor text is, as a priest, lawyer, warrior, general, and Caesar, Gaius Julius leaves his mark both with his mind and his sword.
Oh, this is so cool.
It wasn't a LCG necessary. It had a weird mix because it was like every 3 or 4 months was a release of a bunch of stuff all at once. Not like a monthly recurring similar format, but it is sort of LCG-like. Zach McGough saying it's nice how fast it plays. It is cool. Like just having a big stack of characters that you can open up and play like this and mix and match and like have the different matchups is super cool.
Okay.
Side note, there's a playmat I saw.
These cards look good. They're shiny.
They look history good, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's like it feels nice. But you can play this as a 4-player game where there's a character here and a character here, and you have the 4 cards and the 4 cards. Can you imagine 4 characters in this little tango?
I absolutely can. How cool would that be, really, though?
I know. It's literally like a very fast-paced Arena Rex thing, right?
Okay, I'm doing some abstract jazz.
Okay.
But yes.
Ready to reveal our first cards?
Yeah.
I have Jupiter. Each round, if I win initiative, my attacks deal +1 damage that round. That's a 5.
You did. But mine says lighter. Norse armor. If your defense rolls are +1 if you're a water warrior.
Your defense rolls are +1.
Yeah, I'm living my best life right now with this game.
But my damage rolls right now are +1, which is nice. And
you'll never find me.
I get to go first.
You sure do.
Let's do it.
Walk.
Let's go.
Slap.
Move, swing.
Wow, that was very fortunate. It's -1.
Yep.
And I'm +1 defense.
Once per turn before I roll dice. Oh, I could do it on defense too.
Considered to be a 7. Wow, cool.
I'll just auto into a 7. So I'm 7 minus 1. So it's 6.
I'm at 6. And you're at 6, and I'm +1.
You got
12. Get right out of town. Let me make sure I've got this right. Yeah. Okay, that's a -2. Don't want that. First action, move.
Josh Trevino saying, let's get on that PDP, huh? That's funny.
Second action, swinging.
We were swinging.
Double 1 if it hits.
Double 6. Wow.
Third action. Are we swinging again? Let me take a look at my hand here.
Psych Ogre saying the Nalgene bottle confirms that you are the water warrior.
That's right. Swinging again. Oh, baby.
Got me. How much should I take?
1. She doesn't have anything special. Yeah, 1 right there. There's your damage. Okay.
Don't forget, you get 4 actions.
I'm with it. And then last action, I'll move here. Turning.
Flippity flop?
Yeah.
All right, second card.
Oh, wait. What is adjacency in this game?
I assume it's going to be these spots.
Just cardinal adjacency, not corner to corner?
Nothing's corner to corner. But I'll look it up for you.
Nothing at all? You know, hold on a second. I'm going to play this better.
You know, when you have important words or sentences that you bold to make them stand out, that fails to work if everything on the page
if everything's
is
bold. Yeah, I'm with you.
Who knows? We're going to have chat. What's adjacency mean?
We'll find out. Anyway, my last action, I'm not going to move because I've got a high initiative coming up. Spoiler alert. 4 coming at you. You got it.
Caesar says no.
All right. 8.
6. Gladius.
Whee!
This is my weapon. So to my left is now a +0. Up and to my left is a +1. Up and to my right is a +1. And then it says Lamina Akuda. Attacks with this weapon deal +1 damage if I have a face-up shield. I don't currently. Attacks with this weapon also deal +1 damage if the defender has no face-up armor. You have any armor over there? You have an armor. So it does nothing except for give me modifiers. What's yours do?
I made a mistake. After you make a roll, if any of your dice is a 1, it's considered doubles, even if the dice are different. So a 6 and a 1 is considered a critical, but only a 7.
Amazing.
First action, swing. 7.
7.
You got any pluses or minuses? I've got 4 experience.
How do you have 4 experience?
I have 2 experience.
I have 3.
Okay, you got me.
Child.
Second action, rolling them up. 9. Oh, come on.
12s. Caesar says no.
Third action, doing it again. How about a 6?
Mr. Micah saying adjacent definition. It seems like he's pulling this from somewhere. Any of the 8 spaces next to your warrior, e.g. those that share a side corner with your warrior space, are adjacent to your warrior.
So the full thing.
What'd
7.
6. Take 1.
1. And last action. What's your Gladius do there?
Gladius?
Give me +1 in different area
and this
codes.
becomes +1, but this is a -1 naturally for me right now, so it would be a 0.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's with a weapon. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it's with the weapon. Cancel out there.
It does 7 damage.
We'll make him.
I'm just kidding.
Last action. Oh, it's a 7, but it is considered double damage if it is.
5. Take
Ooh,
2.
Take 2. Thank
Down
you,
to 3.
Tyr.
Oh
Remember
no.
Tyr's Hand? I was farming that thing in World of Warcraft all the time. In case anybody out there has played that. I have a feeling it's not a 0%. 0% of people have not played World of Warcraft that are in the chat right now. Anyway, it's fun. It's good games. IQ would have loved it.
I played it once. About 4 hours.
Mr. Micah said he used to be a judge there on Twitch.
Well, that's very helpful.
It's super helpful.
All right, mine.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move here.
First action.
Yep, swinging my Gladius at +1.
Second action.
Make it a 12. Got him.
Got me. How much is it?
1 damage.
Wow.
Then we'll swing again, and I'll make it an auto 7, so it's an 8.
You sure you don't want to move? 7.
1 damage.
+1. I'm a water warrior.
I'm an 8.
All right. Take 1.
You're plus. We tied, but I have more
You
experience.
got more experience, yeah.
You know, experience is a big stat. End of round?
Yeah.
I got Caesar's Greaves. Tutela Crucibus. After you roll doubles on a defense roll, gain a life.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah.
That's busted. Get out of here. I've got the Skagox Francisca, the throwing axe. When you reveal it, you deal damage to anyone not adjacent to your warrior.
Not adjacent?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you gotta
Is that
go.
what you said? You made a mistake.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got to go low initiative into the axe, so you finish the turn, and hopefully you have the initiative. Right. You finish the turn, and then you can reveal the next card and make sure you're not adjacent.
You could also start with that card, though, right?
You could.
And it's just bam.
You could. But I thought +1 for the whole game might be good.
Yeah.
And then doubling
How
up.
cool though is it? Literally, as you open the game by throwing an axe and hitting me for 1.
I think it's the way it's supposed to work. It's like guaranteed, right? So good.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a 5 to your 3,
Mhm.
so I'll go first. Can't hit anybody like this.
Apparently, this armor that I just revealed is really good with your tier because you get crits. But that's only on offense, right?
Make a roll. Roll is considered to be double if there's a 1.
Oh, dude, that's
Yeah,
so
it's
good
so
together.
good.
Yeah, you can see where.
Can you spin any way you want?
If
or-
we move, yeah.
Like full on, or can you only spin 190 degree? Judge.
I assume you can spin.
Evil Green, there's absolutely no overlap between MMO players and tabletop games. Absolutely no common ground.
Oh, after moving into a new space, you may rotate the warrior to any direction without spending an additional action. But if you spend an action, I think you can rotate in your same space.
Yeah. So I can go. I can rotate any way I want. Like, can I do this?
I don't know. Clavin's saying you can use an action to rotate. All right, yeah.
Yeah, I know that, but like.
Yeah, if you move, you can
I do
rotate
this?
any. Yeah, you definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. You just
I feel
flip.
like it should only be 90, because otherwise it really would be. It's more tactical. I feel like if like I'm stuck here and now I've got to go, and I've got to turn to be able to get my +1 with the axe, right?
Yeah. Cecil
I'm no game designer. All right. First action move. Second action, get axed. 6. Oh, but it's double.
8.
+1. 7. Doesn't hit. Third action. Doing I got excited there, but I really don't. Third action. Fourth action. Fourth action. How about I'll show you my flank.
But why?
Well, this kind of works, but then if you get in this pocket, it's really not good. I guess I can always just turn. It's fine.
You do you, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'm going to move like this. And I'm going to use my Gladius to attack you at +1.
Mm-hmm.
Crit? Oh.
+1 on defense rolls. Not quite enough, is it? How much your Gladius do? 1? So it doubles?
So I'm at... Wait. Crits double the damage?
Just the damage. So do you hit first?
So
I've got a 4 defense.
And I've got a 5 attack.
You did it.
So it hits, and it does double, which is 2.
So I take 2. 3 coming up. What does this even say?
So I moved, I attacked, and then I will attack again at +1, but I'm going to auto make it a 7 with Caesar's ability. So I'm an 8 total.
Oh, you did it already.
Yeah.
Have at thee.
You beat me. Next round?
Next round.
Tied at 3s.
Here's a 5.
I've got a 5.
You got more experience.
Great. So Jupiter triggers, I get +1 damage. My card is Debello Gallico. I'm not going to even try to read the bold word. My attack rolls gain +1 while the total initiative on all of my cards is greater than total initiative on any other warrior's cards. What's your total?
8.
No, total.
10, 18, 19, 20, 21.
I'm a 19, so that doesn't do anything. But I win initiative, so my damage rolls are +1. First swing. Seven +1, 8.
Hits.
2 damage.
2?
My attack's still +1 this round because I won initiative. Swing again. 4. 5 total.
Defended.
And then swing one last time for the
Go.
KO.
Here we go. Here we go.
5. 6 total.
Got him. 9.
All right, you're up.
All right. I don't feel like I have enough space to maneuver in a way that's meaningful. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like I'm encouraged to jam attacks at all costs. No matter where I move, you just like move once and then smack me. Maybe an extra couple rows or something? Would that be better?
Get away.
I don't know. I feel like I'm supposed to be fast and moving around, but there's really nowhere I can get that is of any tactical value.
Yeah.
I feel like. Because I'm at +1 right now, so like...
I feel like if the board was too big, once you score some damage, a fast character could just never get caught.
Yeah, it would be a problem. Yeah. All right, so first let's use...
you know what? My Gladius is only usable once a round.
Mm-hmm.
So I should have been doing a normal attack, which still would have hit at +0.
Can't hit me right there.
Oh, yeah, that's the problem.
They all missed, but...
Yeah, there you go. I hate
Do you want to...
I hit you with the first one, right? And then I missed?
Mm-hmm.
So
then
then
with the Gladius, and then you'd have to move and then swing again.
Yeah, so I would have moved here and then swung again.
Cool. All right, and then swing at you first with these axes. How about a 5, but double damage? 6 double damage.
7.
Second action. Let's use this Elhaz Ruin, which is super cool. Take an action, choose a warrior with more life than you. You empty any space in their attack grid.
Nice.
Third action, swinging at +0, basic attack. 3 + 0 is 3.
4.
And, you know, last action, move, I guess, or not move, attack. Do some damage. 10.
9. Take a damage.
Take a damage. 2-1. Coming down the home stretch.
Last round.
And it's experience first?
Experience, yeah.
You got me. You got me, no.
All right, I need to do 1.
Yeah.
Let's make a 0 attack here.
Like a basic attack?
Basic attack. 7.
8.
Let's move here and turn. And then I'll use my Gladius to attack.
Oh no, it's the moment. Don't do it.
It's a 12.
Here comes a natty 12. It's not going to be a 12.
It could have been with your +1.
We can watch it though. Okay, I got Gladius.
You got Caesar.
I got Gladiide.
If I missed there, if you were going to go for the killing blow, I was going to definitely quote.
At two, Eric's daughter.
All right.
Everybody pile on. You smell waffles? Is Rafe cooking corn dogs? He said he was going to cook corn dogs. It smells like waffles.
It took me, I'm like a little further away from you, and then about the time you were saying something is when it finally hit. All right, let's go with Heracles.
Some of the art on these cards is actually awesome.
Look at Heracles, dude. He looks awesome.
Look at Odin, though.
Mm.
Classic wizard. Once per round, after an enemy warrior moves into your
awesome.
basic attack grid, immediately make a basic. That's great. Heracles is awesome. Oh my gosh. Good character. All right, Canute the Great. This card counts as all elements. Well, that's awesome. It's like Absorbing Man. But you really need to abuse that with your deck building, sure, to make that work. Odin. Look at Odin, though. Can you pull Odin up, Bryce? Wherever you are out there in the world? Out there in the internet? When making attack or defense rolls, only roll 1 die. Your roll is equal to the die, plus the attacking or defending initiative for the round. Ooh, wow. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
A Ling 6. Attack rolls with this weapon get +1 for each other face-up support cards. Okay. That's kind of a late game there. After you're hit by a critical hit, reduce all damage to 0 and discard. Cool. And the Crown of England. Attack rolls +1 if you're a meta warrior. Defense rolls get -1. And attacks deal +1 damage if you're a fire warrior. I'm both. So my attacks +1. +1 attack, +1 damage. Defense is -1. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude. Heracles only has 6 health. How does that make any sense? I'm Heracles.
I'm Heracles.
Supposed to have giant muscles.
I'm the best. All right, so now we got to think also about initiative here.
Jason Lang asking the question that matters. Do they have enough decks for this to even last 2 hours? We do.
Okay, this.
Hercules.
They're all good. I want them all.
Yeah. That's what we call a quality.
It's what we call a quality problem.
Yeah. Royalty places first.
7.
You place first.
All right, Kenny, what are you up to? He's got 6 experience and 9 health. This is the best card, for sure.
All the elements, 9 health.
This guy's unstoppable.
We will see.
Okay, well, how about here? Canute in the corner.
Vagrant says, Heracles, while very cool, is a pretty bad base deck. That 6 health is just bad. All right, we'll see. Heracles.
Oh, I see. Okay. Ready to flip?
Yeah, let's do it.
7.
1. Attacks with this weapon deal +1 damage if you have moved this turn. It's +2 in this corner, +1 over here, and 0 here.
+2 in your top left.
On my copies. What's yours called? Crown of England.
Crown of England, man.
I'm fighting the King of England over here?
Your attack rolls gain +1. Your defense rolls get -1. And your attacks deal +1. So
permanently.
+1 attack, +1 damage, -1 defense.
Man, why did they print that card?
Because Canute the Great is bustedly good.
Not that as much as it's like immediately modifying 3 stats.
Well, it's because he counts for all elements. That's a special ability.
So
Crown of England is only giving bonuses to certain elements. It just so happens he has all of them.
+1.
It's a good looking crown, too. I wonder if it'll be recognized, though.
Attacks are +1. Defense is -1. And attacks deal +1. So your attacks are better and you're bad at defending. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so if we move 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Micah says, Canute was definitely stronger than all the first release guys.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, 1, 2.
Hold on. Once per round, after an enemy warrior moves into your basic attack grid, I can immediately make a basic attack against that warrior.
All right, do
so
it.
-1.
9.
12.
Oh,
And
and
it's a
double
crit.
damage.
2 damage.
That'll
Kaboom,
make a
kaboom.
difference. All right, here comes the
Hercules,
basic
Hercules.
attack here. 8 coming at you. 9 coming at you. Courtesy of that crown.
7.
Take 2 damage.
Oh my goodness.
He seems pretty good.
Mine?
Yeah.
Let's move. I'm going to swing with my copies. +2. +1 damage if I've moved this turn, so they have. And it's a +2. 7.
Fortunate. 8, 7.
Missed.
Wait, 7 to 7. Yeah, experience goes to me.
Yours is an 8. Mine's a 7.
-1.
Oh, yeah. And then you win it anyway.
6 experience.
Then we'll move
'cause
here.
I'm the king. Yeah, of course, you just got to keep staying away. So.
That's right. Hercules is like punch and move, punch and move. Next up.
Odin.
Ooh.
3.
Greaves, 5. Once per round, I can reroll one of my die on my defense rolls.
That's fortunate. So now you got to move to me.
Mm-hmm.
So then I presumably, well, you could move, attack, and move back.
That's what I'm going to do.
Odin says, check this out. When making attack or defense rolls, you only roll 1 die and add your current initiative to it. It's a 5. I got a 5 plus a die on it for the rest of the turn.
Move here. Swing. 6 plus 2.
9 minus 1, 8.
I'm a 7. And then I'll move back.
Now, is this adjacent to you? Oh, in your attack grid. Oh, I've got to be cool. Now, does that count for your basic only, or also your weapon?
Just my basic. But you'll note where I
yeah, I can't
position
get through it. But I can at least put you at -1, right?
Brian says, I just started watching. My first thought was, are they playing a historical Summoner Wars? Basically.
Move.
Swing. -1.
Activated my trap card.
6. So you're also -1.
5 plus 1 is 6. -1 is 5.
Got him. 1 damage.
Okay. And then swinging. 5 plus 6 plus 1 plus 1. 13.
Take it. 2?
Only 1.
Okay.
Only 1.
The crown's not working anymore?
Oh, yeah, 2. Oops. Bustedly good.
Okay. You done?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Got a 3.
Belt of
Got the
Hippolyte.
6.
Belt of Hippolyte. It's a 4, and I get +4 experience.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's so cool. I love Greek mythology. I had an old
Right?
computer game that was based, it was text-based, I think, that was a Greek mythology game. And it's bringing back some crazy memories to think about it. The Laying Six here is a 2 damage, so it would be a 3 damage attack with the crown.
By the way, someone's saying Odin is defense only.
We're making attack or defense rolls.
Oh, it's both. Seems good.
Yeah.
And is that still true?
I think so. I think it's
so now
forever.
you have a 4?
Yeah, I think it's forever. Yeah. Laying Six said your attack rolls with this weapon get +1 for each of your other face-up support cards. So I'd be at +1, +1, +1. So I'd be at +3, courtesy of the crown.
All right, mine?
Yeah.
Let's move here. Let's swing with my copies at +2. 4, 6.
Better not, but it's a crit too. So I'm 4 plus, 4.
Take 3 damage.
Woo!
And then I'll move here.
You double it?
So you double the base, which is 2, and then it gets +1 if I've moved, so 3.
I think I was going to 3 on that. I
Yep.
can't remember what I was spinning that down to.
Hercules is at least making a game of it.
Oh, he's getting it done. Just a knife. Just get a knife. All right, well, yeah, nothing really fancy here, is there? Move.
Swing. -1. Hercules. 5.
4 plus 6. Yeah, got the
it.
defense. Here we go. 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 coming at you. 9 coming at you from the +1. Oh, and it's
10.
a 10.
Get out of town.
It's a 10.
Hercules is charging up.
3.
Zeus. 4.
You got me. Initiative.
Zeus's ability is Diatagma Tau Olympio. At the beginning of any round, you may name an ability. That ability has no effect that round. After you name an ability, discard this card.
Is it the crown? Or Odin? 4? Or +3 to my attack? Or the fact that after I'm hit by a critical, I take no damage and discard the card? Give me your best out.
I think it's got to be the crown, so I can make you have to at least hit me twice. Zeus got rid of your crown. Not here.
Yikes.
All right, let's go with Hercules. He's going to move. Swing at +2. He feels cool.
Yeah.
He's doing like I feel like I'm dancing around the arena.
You got a little dance there.
5, 6, 7.
Move, swing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 7 coming in, so I'm no longer -1 defense, and I'm automatically having a 4. 6.
Take 2.
Take 2.
And then he'll move here.
Uh-oh.
And he's queued up.
It's happening.
Can he finish it?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's happening. So we have to do the same.
Mr. Micah, stick, move, stick, move.
And then highest experience has initiative, right? Going into the next round, and you got +4.
I'm a +4.
All right, well, yeah, we got to try it, don't we? 1, 2.
And I get a -1 attack to finish it.
Don't do it.
9, -1.
4 + 2, 6. Game over.
Hercules. He's crazy though. I feel like I got lucky about.
He's just the old Night King.
9 ways to Sunday.
Well, yeah, he got fundies. He's crazy.
The health experience combo is crazy. That alone.
Odin's pretty good. What a weird die roll though.
The thing where you get your
sometimes it's good.
You auto roll whatever my initiative play is. Most of my things are 4s to 6.
That's what Odin was, yeah.
Like, so good.
Too bad you didn't have that crown, so you could do 7. I can get
Can you imagine?
7. All right, moving on. Who's next? Let me get some of the Japanese characters in here.
I'm gonna play Leonidas.
I'll play Nakano Takeko.
Leonidas is 8 health. Once per round, after you deal damage to an enemy warrior, gain a life.
Oof.
He's a vampire.
Yeah, this is cool.
Gross.
Nakano says, after you hit a warrior with a weapon attack, you may move 1 space. Cool.
Nice.
So I'm going to need a weapon. That makes sense. One of my favorite weapons in Bushido Blade. The Naginata. Yes. Okay. And then all other words. Okay. This. Okay.
Andre saying, I think I just found my Afterworlds History AP test activity for my students. Bracket time. Yeah, this is a fun little game. And obviously it's got the history element. And you can ask questions on who all these people are. Leonidas, of course, against overwhelming odds. Spartan King Leonidas and his brave 300 fight to the death so that others may live.
As head of the Roshugun, Weapon Master Nakano Takeko leads her female samurai into battle. 7 health, 3 speed, 6 experience, 1 damage.
Nice.
9.
6. I get place first. I'll place there. What's her ability?
After you hit a warrior with a weapon attack, move a space.
Okay, cool.
Hit with a weapon.
She's a positional cat.
Yeah. Boom. Ready?
The infamous chicken says, my history teacher had us play this as an activity once.
Very cool. That'd be the coolest class. Zach and I were playing the Star Wars TCG, not quite the same.
Yeah, we finish our Trig homework very quickly and then switch to Star Wars.
We learned a lot. Yep.
Spartan Lacanian. It's my sword. My attack rolls gain +1, and my attacks with this weapon deal +1 damage while my opponent has no weapon.
I've got one. Naginata. 3 initiative. Polearm. Reveal. Choose an opposing warrior and roll 2 dice. If the total is more than your opponent's experience, the opposing warrior gets -2 initiative. So I would go first in this case. Not that I really want to at all. That's greater than your experience.
It is, yes.
All right, I have the initiative. That's not good. Okay. Well, now we got to get fancy. And play a little game of what's up. I can't do anything.
Bizcotta saying, wow, what is this game about? It's called Anachronism, and it's basically like a history-based skirmish game where you can fight with any 2 notable characters from history.
1, 2, 3.
Just dancing?
Just dancing. I can't get to you. I'm just gonna dance.
Water dancer.
Yeah. I'm gonna make some moves.
All right, let's do this.
You got anything in that French press? Where is that thing?
Yeah,
Is it
man.
down here?
Need a pip?
Yeah.
Pip me up.
Please,
May I have another?
just want to make sure we didn't spill all these Anachronism rulebooks.
Very precious.
We need to make that sipping coffee. We need to make that country style coffee. That's like 95% hot water.
Yeah.
Just so you
Like
can,
a Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, just so you can enjoy it.
Yeah.
And not feel
Well,
anything.
we can get one of those giant bun coffee makers.
Yeah.
For my distant relatives, and then it's just slow drip. Basically water with a flavor of coffee in it.
That seems right up our trajectory, doesn't it?
Yep.
Keep making these better, and then as bad as they can be.
Well, it's not. It can be worse. Let's go. Move. Swing at a -1.
It activated my
Critical.
My goodness.
10.
What?
-1. 9.
This is a heck of a way to start out here, Leonidas.
He came to party.
Go to 7 and just roll the good.
Oh my goodness. I was about to quote him. His kick missed.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Mimpo.
Ooh. This says everything about us, by the way. I put my 2 second, you put your 7.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's Hoplon. My defense rolls gain +1 while I have a face-up weapon. Aha!
Gain +1 when I have a face-up weapon.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is their shield
Right.
formation.
Turtle stuff. All right, Nakano. Oh, this will be fun. This will be fun. All right, bring it on.
Cool.
Naginata, +1, 2 damage. 10 coming at you.
My defense rolls are +1. Make it an 8. Take 2.
Take 2. And I'll activate the ability after you hit a warrior with a weapon attack. You may move 1 space. I think I'm going to do that. Second action, I'm going to use Mimpo. Once per turn, choose an opposing warrior, roll 2 dice. If it's greater than or equal to their experience, you may move them 2 spaces and change their facing. What's your experience?
3.
Well, that's a no-brainer.
Back from whence you came.
And then, do I get to pass an action?
You can.
All right.
Why didn't you swing him? Oh, because you needed to move off the hit. I get it.
Yeah.
All right, mine.
I didn't know if Mimpo was going to work or not, but it did. Yeah.
Let's go 1, 2, 3.
That's annoying.
Next round.
Kimura Kona.
What to do?
You may move to any space in your starting row.
She's a magician. I played Nemesis. The next card I reveal gains +10 initiative.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Look at this. That art's great.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love the scales. All right. So we moved to the other side of you somehow. Hey-ya! +1. And that's it. 7 attack coming at you.
8 defense because of +1. This is Tulsa.
Oh, no. You just can't miss. That's the key.
That's how ninjas die.
That's the key.
When you get the chance to take someone out, you do it.
What are you at? 6? Okay. All right. 6.
You just got trapped. Leonidas is not...
Is it most health is the tiebreaker, or is it first experience?
Most health tiebreaker for what?
Last round.
For winning?
Yeah, I'm just curious. If both warriors are undefeated, the more life wins. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and if life is tied, then you go to experience.
Okay. Second action, Mimpo. Try to move you. Third action, move.
I really got to go first. All right, let's go 1, 2. There. Yeah. And then I'll swing with my Spartan Laconian. I get +1. 8.
You can't target me with that.
Why not?
It's to your right.
Oh, I meant this. 8.
You already left your hand left the card.
That's right. 8, 9. Sorry.
You got me. How much for?
1 damage. No, 2 damage. Oh, that thing's a monster. All right, real last card.
Yeah.
14.
7. Reveal. At the beginning of the round, if you have less life, you gain +1 speed. I get 4 actions this turn because I have 1 less life.
Oh, wait, I hit you, right?
Yeah.
I gain a life.
Gross.
He's gross indeed.
Gross. Can't dance around that.
All right, I go first.
Yeah.
My muscle cuirass says after I make a roll that is not an attack roll, so on defense, the result is considered doubles. Discard this card after use.
That doesn't matter at all, though, does it? It would have to combo with something, right? Do you have something that doubles combos?
No.
Does it matter on defense, maybe?
I do not know.
It literally just does nothing for you. Why would you put that in the deck?
Someone saying, nope, not with this character.
Why would you put a precon that doesn't actually affect anything at all? I'm gonna call somebody at the History Channel and have a word.
I'm gonna send a letter.
Excuse me, sir. We were playing your Anachronism pre-constructed card game, and I noticed that there were some cards that did not work.
Yeah. Okay. So Leonidas is going to swing with his sword first. He's at +1 from the sword's ability, so he's at +2. Swinging.
Ooh.
That's 13.
That's impossible to get around unless this 10 double does something. How much do I take? 2?
Take 2 and I gain 1.
Well, this math doesn't work for me.
How about a 3 damage swing? All right, then I will move.
Clever.
There's still 1 round to go, but
experience is the 5th round thing.
Yeah,
I've got a 6. That's something.
So I hit you, and then I get back into my shield position.
Yep. That's all right. We were all doing that at the same time. Okay, let's go.
Vagrant says, run away.
1, 2, 4 actions, don't forget. Here comes the Naginata at +1.
Why do you have 4?
Because you had less life. Or I had less life at the start. There's a 10.
8
+1.
+1, so 9.
Got 11 coming in. 2 damage.
Down to 6.
After I hit with it, I can move.
She's a cool character.
Yeah, very cool. And then last action, move, attack basic. 7.
Failed. Take 1.
Down
to 5.
All right, I go first again, right?
Because you have more experience, correct.
That's right. First action. I take a basic, then I try to do 2. Take you 2 to 3, and then
You move.
I try to move and move you. All right, first action, attack. 8.
6 +1, 7. Take 2?
Take 1. That's the basic, yeah. Huh. Second action, move. Now, third action, if I use the move you away thing, because it's only hitting with a weapon attack, so unfortunately the Naginata can't hit in front of me. So now I've got to try to hit with the Naginata. Third action. Oh, a 4. Oh,
12
it's
total.
all over.
Mine?
At the worst time of all, it all falls apart. And zombie Leonidas comes
That's
in
right.
and heals to win.
I'm gonna say swing with my sword
You don't
at
even
plus
need to. You
one.
can just pass, can't you? Because you
But I
went
want
on
to
it already.
defeat you. 6, 7 total.
5.
Take 2. Call me in the morning.
Ah.
Then he'll move. I'm gonna swing again.
Blocked.
Missed. End of the round.
You got me.
This
All right, that was cool. I love this. I love this character. Great character. Great character.
She's a cool character. All right, let's see. I'm gonna one more, 2 more, 10 more.
I've only got 3 left, so I may as well just play them out, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go as Amazonia,
Caledonia.
the gladiator.
What makes you make me so hot?
Are you not entertained?
There was a really cool comment here from Evil Green 5. Did you catch that?
Nope.
I'm the biggest single origin / craft coffee drinker of all time. So
Wow.
that's really important to have on the chat. But however, you know someone isn't a true coffee lover if they deny the pleasure of coffee water / diner coffee. Sometimes it's exactly what you want.
Absolutely. There's definitely times like
I like my drugs heavily diluted.
that's how I grew up on them. The one of my favorite traditions is after we go see like the premiere of some big movie, going to like IHOP afterward and just getting some pancakes and having IHOP coffee. I'll tone back the words I was about to use.
I like it. I like that idea. I've never done that with you because I don't watch movies.
No, you don't, as we all have indicated.
Oda Nobunaga, I'll make this easy for you. There is a lot more words than this, but I will win ties. Period.
Okay. Amazonia, you may use up to 2 weapons. Oh, only 6 health, but 9 experience.
But I'll bet only 1 weapon is included in your pre-constructed deck.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
Yep. Por qué?
You want to swap one in, man?
No, that's right.
I feel like you got to have a use of your ability, don't you?
I don't. It doesn't matter. I want to see what all these new cards are. Oh, wow.
Oh, my. The nail in the coffin. He's on fire. Oh, goodness. How cool. Now, you really just want to pile 4 people into this map, though, don't you?
The 4-player, you know, my favorite version of this would be each player gets like 3 characters. And when one of your characters gets defeated, a new one enters the arena.
The Royal Rumble.
And it's like, who's the last person standing?
Leonidas is a great Royal Rumbler, just healing and smoking.
That's right. But if there's 3 people that go in between one character and another, you might lose the character before you go with them.
No, that's 100%.
You just get rolled around.
You should do 1 action at a time. Maybe that'd be fair. I don't know. Do we do this before we place or after?
We do this before. I just threw my character down. John's saying a lot of the precons were a little wonky, especially in the first set.
Don't say. Good foiling, though. Pretty cool. Everything's foil. They knew it was up. All right, who places first?
Whoever rolls worst. You.
You placing first. What's your card look like? Let me see what kind of strategies I've got. Oh, you're awful on all fronts.
My left side, I'm pretty good, though. 9 experience.
Oof. But, in fact, this is the worst possible character for you to go against. We shouldn't even do this.
Why?
Because he says you win ties regardless of experience.
That's fine.
But it's the whole point of the character. You can't use 2 weapons and your 9 experience doesn't matter?
It's fine.
Complete waste of time.
I'm still going to garbage can you. I'll go here.
All right.
Watch.
Ready.
All right, what's your first thing to do?
Yumi.
Yumi what? What to do?
Reveal. Attacks with this weapon deal +1 damage this round. And it hits you. It's a bow. +2.
Noted. I have Pugio. I can attack with this weapon. It's +1 in the entire front arc.
Okay. All right, get shot. +2, +1 damage. Here it comes. First action. 6.
+2?
8.
8.
Now, normally,
I would win that
you would win that tie, yeah.
But in this case, I take 2.
in this case, you're going to take 2. That's
down
right.
to 4 health.
Yeah. All right, let me put this back at 8. All right, and then second, third. Gotta defend that left side flank.
Let's go 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Next round.
Doe. Once per turn, I can reroll a defense roll.
How do you say that?
Patirgi?
Terigis?
Terigis.
Terigis?
Pierogies.
Have you ever had a pierogi?
Yeah, they're good.
They're really
Great.
good.
They're better than armor. What's up, Claire? Good to see you.
I got a 6. You got a 2. My defense rolls gain +1 if the attacker is in any of my attack grids. So I go first.
So imagine this bow with the character I played originally that can move so much. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's move here.
You're going to use your pierogies?
And I'm going to attack with my weapon. It's a +1.
Mm-hmm. Now,
3.
I mean, obviously that's awful, but why does that one say action attack with this weapon and none of the other weapons say that? Does this only work once?
I think weapons can only be used once. But this weapon can probably be used over and over.
You can probably use it over and over again. Okay. So I got a beat 1. Yeah, I did it.
Then we'll do my -2 attack.
Okay.
7.
Oh. Is it just a 1 damage?
It's a 1.
Okay.
Take 1 down, you pass it around.
Take 1. Okay, over to me. Let's see.
They're talking on chat about a format called Culture Shock.
Mm.
And basically, you can do normal deck building, but you can only use cards from your culture.
I like that.
Which I like.
First, I'm going to go and spin on that one.
Okay.
Second, attack.
All right, +1 because of my Terry Geese. My Peter Geese.
9.
Where'd they go? 8. Take 1.
Yep.
Down to 3.
Then move.
Next round?
Next round. 9.
Scuttle 'em. 3.
Scuttle 'em, boys.
My attack and defense rolls get +1 while I have another face-up support card that adds a bonus to my defense rolls.
I would love to deck build in this game, but it would get busted immediately.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell you could string together some weird stuff.
Yeah, but if both people are doing it, you know.
Yeah, everything's broken. It's all balanced, right?
It's a spoiled
Kudo
strategy.
9, so again, another bow card here. Your attack rolls with ranged weapons gain +1. So, I'm going to go move, shoot with Yumi at a +2 because of Kyudo. It's an 11.
8.
Take 1. It's just a bow.
All right. Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Let's move here. Swing with my Yu-Gi-Oh! Swing again. Nailed it. Last card.
Nicely done. Nicely done. 6.
9. Mercury. All warriors gain +2 speed this round.
All of us.
All of us.
Oh, that's good for Bowman.
I go first, and let's go.
Izanagi, when I reveal it, roll 2 dice. If it's less than my experience, I gain 2 life. Wait. My experience is 1.
You need that card that gives +4 experience.
It's literally impossible. They put it in my deck, and it's literally impossible.
It gives you a 6, though.
Were they really trying to kite people into, like, buying decks that had cards they needed?
Absolutely.
Is that all it was?
The thing about it, though, was...
It doesn't have to be worthless, though. Like, it can be better for other people, but, like...
I mean, I think the reality is...
What a slap in the face.
16 of these packs came out, and they were like $5 or $10 each.
Yeah.
And so, like, and you knew what you were getting.
Yeah.
So I assume people would buy and then immediately start customizing the stuff. Like,
Yeah.
after an hour of playing this, we were already like, oh, this is what I would switch.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't do it, as you might expect. I can't get 2 dice under 1.
All right, I get 5 actions, and I
All
can
right.
use my sword for every one of them.
The old chop and chop.
So I'm at +1 because of this, +1 because of this. So I'm at +2.
Okay.
That's an 8, and it's a crit. +2 is 10.
I'm going to use this. Once per turn, reroll my defense roll. 9.
I'm at a 9, but you win ties.
I'm a samurai.
Swing again. Number 2. 5 total.
Oh,
Number 3.
10.
4 is 5 total. Number
8.
4. 7. Take a
Got
damage.
it.
Number 5. 4.
My gosh, what a hot pile of dice that was. Unbelievable.
All right, your turn with +2 actions I gave you.
Oh, how devastating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, taking a swing. 8.
+2 defense. 7. Take 1.
Second action, third action, fourth action. Here comes the kill shot. +3, or rather +2. 9, 10, 11.
11. But you win ties.
Ties.
Son of a... All right, Amazon, you're out of here. We're going to the next character.
Those rolls were so
Yeah, someone on chat said his rolls are terrible.
That's about as bad as it gets. Can you imagine if all of those your experience had been winning ties?
It would have been helpful.
That's what I mean. I mean, you can't. Come on, you're handicapping yourself
sure.
like crazy.
All right, I'm going to play Maximinus.
So that guy probably wants... He can have 2 weapons. Do you think he can have a bow and a sword?
Absolutely.
Even if it's 2 hands and 1 hand?
No, you can only have 2
Only
hands.
2 hands. Well, sometimes you put the bow away.
Yeah.
You know, this is a classic bow philosophy.
Remember the glory days when I somehow won with Hercules?
You wrecked me with Hercules, actually. That was straight strategy right to the brain right there. Oh, no. This is a great character. Sato Musashibo Benkei. Okay, listen to this. If I hit you with a basic attack, you can't use a weapon that turn. So you get disarmed.
So I better go first.
Yeah. I'm sure all of my cards in this nicely constructed pre-con deck are very high initiative.
I would guess that's true.
These are going to be all 1s, by the way.
That's so funny.
That's how it works.
Vagrant's saying you can run 2 weapons and discard the first when you flip the second.
Oh. Now your character could run 2 naturally the last time.
Yeah.
Zach?
You were not wrong.
2, 2, 1. But don't worry, we also have a horse.
Amazing.
What kind of... They didn't have to make it that bad. That's just literally a slap in the face. None of these are fun unless you buy all of the decks.
And then you have to figure out how to build them.
History Channel, I'm calling them.
What kind of warrior is Maximinus? Let's see what that icon is. Don't worry why I'm asking.
Okay.
Earth? I think.
I feel the earth move.
Yeah, it's Earth.
Okay. All right, here we go.
All right, let's do it. Roll to see who plays this first. 3.
You.
I like this corner.
Don't know what that noise was, but I'm happy for it. All right.
What's your initiative?
1.
7. Pluto. At the end of each player's turn, the player's warrior takes a damage if they do not hit another warrior this turn.
Wait, say that again? That's the worst thing possible for what I just did.
At each player's turn, that player's warrior takes a damage if they did not hit another warrior this turn.
Okay, cool.
But I can't even get to you and hit you, so I'm going to take 1.
But if you just sit there, I take 1, you take 1, I go to 5, you go to 7, I think that's
You
probably
gotta
better.
come to the party.
Yeah. Condescend here. I recall going to Gen Con the year this was premiering. Even the people dimming the game were like, yeah, this card does nothing with this warrior. There's a sign that maybe you should rethink it.
Let's just move here.
Mm.
And then you can go. The old one action first turn.
Mm-hmm.
Jason's saying some of the packs were desirable for a specific card.
Yeah, it's like they knew. It's like that weird thing where it's like we've got to make this,
Instead of just making every pack awesome,
Yeah.
that is worth buying, make them buy 8 to play anything.
Yeah. It's like at a certain point, then just release a box of cards.
Yeah.
Right. But retail environment's changed a lot.
The other thing too is like I think back in the 2005, the mentality, you could buy, all of these cards for like $70 or $80. I assume they expected most people that were buying it were just going to buy them all anyway.
It's fair. It's fair. Okay, so I really want. Okay, so I'm gonna go here.
I take a damage, by the way.
And can we can pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or I could go 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, take a damage.
Next round.
Oh, I'm at 8 actually. If that changes your plan at all.
Nope.
7. Taking 1.
I'm revealing Spatha, my weapon. After I hit a warrior with this weapon, my basic attacks against that warrior deal +1 damage this round.
That's an awesome weapon.
Agreed.
That would be great with this guy. Katana, the classic katana here. 2 damage. 2 initiative also, so you're going to go first. When you hit with this weapon, we each roll 1 die and add our experience. Mine is 6. Yours is 3. And then if my total is higher, I deal +1 damage.
Wow.
So we can do 3 damage in a swing. It's a katana,
All right,
it's always bustedly good.
Move. Swing with my sword for +1. He gets +1 if I have an inspiration in play, which I do, so I'm +2. 8 + 2 is 10.
That's good. When you're attacked, my defense roll gains +1 if I have more experience. So I'm going to get +1 forever. Oh my gosh. I'm rolling.
All right. Then I take a damage.
Bones. How
I should have known after
awful.
Hercules. It was all downhill.
First action move. Second action katana. 9 +1. 10 coming in. 9. Any bonuses?
No.
Okay. We each roll a d6. Add our experience. 10.
Less.
Take 3 damage.
What?
2 + 1 because
Okay.
Kaikin Taiichi. And then last action basic attack. 7.
Take 1.
This is a quick one.
Maximus was not prepared
Next
for the
round.
party.
Uma, 7.
Get him. 2. Once per round after I make a successful attack, roll 2 dice. If the total is less than or equal to my experience, move the defending warrior 1 space.
All right. First action. Katana. 7 + 1 is 8.
8.
You're dead. In any way you want it.
8. 8. Take it. Maximus out.
Well, can't compete with the samurais.
My last card was Cassis. My defense rolls get +1 if I have metal or water, and they get +1 experience if I'm earth or fire.
I'd be so good on that weird zombie king.
All right, let's see what we got left. How
Zombie
many do you have left?
2.
All right, 2. Same here.
Yeah.
Let's go Milo of Croton, the wrestler extraordinaire. Thomas saying, I love this game. My son and I play all the time. That's awesome. Tom McCall saying Maximinus was the first soldier to rise through the ranks to become Roman emperor.
What's up, Tom? Haven't heard from you in a while on chat there since the old flesh and blood streams of old. Tom is saying, love this game. Did you just say that? Son and I play it all the time?
Yeah, I sure
did.
did.
You did. It's like, is there an echo in here?
Echo.
Okay, so this. Oh my, so good. So I'm doing Ninja, and you're doing Milo of Croton. 2 dice.
That's awesome.
Pretty. Zero. I guess you're not just 0. Okay.
Boom. I like this guy. This guy's cards are legit too. Apparently SPQR is Latin for Rome, which is it's on the bottom of the card.
There you go. Now we know. What does your ability do? Your basic attack still +1. Well, you have no. Okay, so you're just +1 to all attacks forever.
Until I reveal a weapon.
I'm sure you have one in the deck. You might have all 4 weapons in that precon.
Weapon, yeah. That's actually how they built it, yeah. Give them all the worst things.
Okay. How about some of this?
Triking. I see you.
Yeah, there's 6.
9. You go first. You play your character first.
Ninja's -1 everywhere on the front arc. I'm +1 while I'm not in the defending opponent's basic attack grid. So I'm basically -1 to attack rolls, and then +1 if I'm not in your basic attack grid. What's your basic attack grid look like? It's probably pretty big, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. I would imagine a wrestler would be like 360, but
nope.
I'm not a designer, huh? All right, Ninja in the middle.
Thomas saying his son loves to play King Arthur, and he can't ever beat him when he brings out his sword. I'm assuming it's Excalibur. I think I have a bunch of other ones in there that aren't set 1. King Arthur would be appealing to me in general.
Yeah. 100%.
I love the Arthurian legend stuff.
Tom saying, haven't felt great. Had you on in the background while I sleep. Good to see you again. Well, great, Tom. Hope you're feeling better or get feeling better. Or whatever it is you need, I hope you get it.
Ready for numero uno?
David Vegel's got us there. Senatus Populusque Romanus. I should know that. That would have been like an academic bowl question.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Oh, wait, reveal. Ninja 2 or Ninjato.
I think it's Ninjato. That makes more sense.
It's my ninja weapon, a Wakizashi type looking weapon. When making attack rolls with this weapon, roll 3 and choose 2.
That's awesome.
Let me go to the bag.
I have Katinos. Once per round, I can reroll my attack roll. K-O-T-Y-N-O-S.
Oh, that's great.
Katanas.
Very nice.
Katnios.
Oh, you're 0. Ooh.
You go first.
Okay.
That'd be really good on that one where you automatically get a die roll equal to my initiative.
Yeah, it would be, right?
It'd be gangster.
It'd be so good. There's a lot of... It's like you want to buy more cards to deck build. It's crazy.
I'll tell you what would be really cool. So I'm basically the background. You can see Leonidas here and Milo have the same. That's their culture. But basically, if you had... There's only 4 characters per culture. So if you had all of the culture cards, and literally you get to see your opponent's character and then pick your 4 out of those.
Yeah. Yeah, that is cool.
Because you have basically 16 cards to pick from.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
Smart.
fun.
Smart.
All right, Ninja. I see you.
Just did some moving.
Let's go move. And once per round, I can reroll my attack roll. So we both roll simultaneously. Then once per round, I can reroll my attack roll, but I know what you've done first.
7.
To my 7, what's your experience?
Probably low.
2, mine's an 8.
Whoa.
I'll leave my roll.
Taking 1?
Taking 2, +1 damage while I have no face-up
Oh,
weapons.
goodness. So I go to 5 there.
Milo, he's a skirmisher. Brian said, I thought Steven just said making tacos with weapon, and I got hungry. Then realized he said making attack rolls. Is there tacos? Attack rolls?
I could go for some tacos, too. 2.
6. Lion-Tari. When you roll doubles on a defense roll, the attack misses.
That's awesome.
And look at the art. He's got like a lion pelt.
Very cool character, man. Shinobu Shizoku. Attack rolls against you that are doubles do not count as crits. Can't be critted.
So
Ninja.
we both mess with doubles on defense.
Says, as black as midnight, the loose-fitting pants and overlapping lapel jacket of this outfit allow the ninja to blend into the shadows while concealing a host of weapons.
Does it cancel out noise?
It's still pretty cool.
All right, I'm going to swing at you with a basic attack. I'm -1. 7.
Come on, baby. Miss. Take
2. Second attack. Seems crazy. 3.
Yeah, he's laughing now.
I'm going to re-roll this with my ability once per round. 9. Take 2 more.
Is it -1?
Yeah, it is -1. 8.
8. Take 2 more.
Last action. We'll do it again.
Get out of here. Got wrestled.
You can't wrestle with Milo. He's a monster. You gotta like come in, hit him, and run. You gotta make me waste my movements. That's
Just
crazy.
grabbed on an ninja and did not let go.
Check this out. Pythagoras is the card. Move 1 space diagonally when you reveal it, or as an action.
Cool. Yeah, because it's the hypotenuse. Yeah.
And then Rapallo, turn a warrior to face any direction. It's a reveal. So you turn a warrior in any direction, they may immediately make an attack against another warrior.
Nice.
In this
+3 on the top right. Pretty cool.
But once I reveal that weapon, my attacks aren't +1.
Look at my grand plan, though. A 4. Roll 2 dice. Total is greater than 7. Move to any empty space in the arena. And then the final blow, an 8. Shuriken. Make a basic attack at +0 if you're not adjacent.
That's awesome.
Finish it off. But that didn't obviously go according to
You got dunked on in the meantime. All right, our last packs. Who's your final character? Did you save someone, or is this just two?
This is the last Norseman. The final Norseman.
Marcus Claudius Marcellius. Roman warrior male. Let's see. If you are in another warrior's attack grid, make a basic attack on that warrior. Your attack roll gains +1, and this attack deals no more than 1 damage. Nice. He doesn't have an attack grid, but he can attack as an action if I'm in your attack grid.
Cool. Harold Hardradra. -1 up front, +0 on the right, so he's a right side axeman. Once per turn, when you take damage, you may roll 2 dice. If it's less than 7, you take 1 less damage to a minimum of 1. So basically, you do more than 1 damage, I can roll dice and try to bring it back down to 1.
Nice. He looks awesome.
Yeah, right? Let's see what we've got here. I've got Thor in the deck.
That's not fair.
Wow. That is one of the worst... That's one of the worst representations of Thor's hammer
Let me see.
that I've ever seen. Hold on, I'll read it to you first. After you roll doubles on a defense roll, deal 1 damage to the attacking warrior. He's holding the golden T.
That's not a hammer.
That's not a hammer. Come on.
He looks cool, though.
Thor. We've got Langox. Your other cards get -2 initiative. Okay, well, that seems like there's definitely a warrior that wants that. It's probably not this one. Helm. When you roll 2 dice for anything other than attack or defense, you may choose to add or subtract 2 from the roll. Okay, that would be good in a lot of things. And Mjolnir.
Look at that thick hammer.
Special item. Gosh. If after you're hit by a basic attack, roll 2 dice. If it's greater than the attacker's experience, deal 1 damage to that warrior.
Woo. I don't like my odds on this one.
Yep. Cool. Okay. Cool. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Interesting.
This. And then...
Apparently Harold with that Dane axe familiar is awesome.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. This. This. And... this. Let's see that.
All right, roll to see who places first. 7. I place
8.
first. We're going to go right here.
All right, bring it on.
Flavor text really quickly. Known as the Sword of Rome, Marcellus conquers Syracuse. Oh, we read that earlier. I'm back.
Flip him.
Flip him.
Yelm.
Yelm.
Nothing happens. Just I'm better at rolling 2 dice that aren't attack or defense dice.
Mine is Disciplina. It's a 6. After you make an attack roll, I can increase the value of one of the dice by 1 if I want initiative this turn. So that is this turn. If the dice are now doubles, the attack may result in a critical hit.
So you subtract 1 from your roll?
I can increase
get a crit?
I can increase the value of one of my dice rolls on an attack, and if it makes it a crit, it counts as a crit as long as I won initiative that round.
Wow. That's incredible.
Agreed.
Wow.
Let's go. Move, attack. If I am in another warrior's attack grid, make a basic attack on the warrior. My attack rolls gain +1. This attack deals no more than 1 damage. So it's +1, and then it's +1 because of this.
Woo! Is it a crit?
It is a crit, but it can only do 1 damage.
8.
1 damage.
So you got a thing that says it can only do 1 damage, and I've got a character that prevents more than 1 damage. We seem to find these matchups that are very counterintuitive.
Unexciting.
Did I lose just then? Take 1?
You did. Take 1 down, pass it around.
Okay, 6.
Your action, Harold.
All right, Harold. Boom. Move. Swing. 4. Don't you miss this.
7.
You got it. And then I think I'll swing again. Let me make sure. Yeah.
John saying the hammer is a pretty hard counter to MCM.
7.
Marcus. We'll see. 10.
Yeah, you got me.
Nothing can counter good dice.
Mjolnir for 4.
What's it do?
After you're hit by a basic attack, roll 2. If it's greater than the attacker's experience, deal a damage to you.
Yikes. Because my experience is 1.
Yeah.
So you get 1 back to me every time?
Yeah.
Mobilus, when you take more than 2 damage, reduce that damage to 2. This is Lord K segmentation.
Oh, that's actually good. Yeah, I've got a 3 damage somewhere in my pile.
I'm a 4.
I'm a 4.
You have more experience.
I sure do.
Get him, Harold.
First action. Attack. 2-1.
Got him.
Second action. Attack. 7.
8.
Third action.
9.
Here we go.
Take it. Take 1.
That's right. I got to even it up so that I hit you every time you do something.
All right. You're at 6?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's move. Next round. I have Pilum. It's a 7. It's a weapon. Action. Discard this card to deal 1 damage to another warrior and discard that warrior's face-up shield card, if any.
I don't have a shield card, do I?
Not yet.
Nope.
What's that last card?
This is the Langox. All my cards are -2 initiative, but it does 3 damage right in front of me.
All right. I win initiative.
Yeah. You can come
We're
poke
gonna
the bear
move here. Your turn.
1, 2. Yeah.
Next round.
Yeah.
Apollo. I'm a 5, and my attack rolls gain +1.
Thor. I'm a 2 because of the Langox. After you roll doubles on a defense roll, deal the damage to the attacking warrior.
Nice.
Come on in.
All right. No shields.
No shields. No.
All right. X-wing player. So if I hit you, I take 1 back.
Yeah. And if I roll doubles on defense, you take another one.
Not good. So I'm gonna move here.
There's no grand strategy that fixes this
Swing
problem.
with my Pilum.
Okay. What does it do? Just 1 damage?
Actually.
You can swing with it from here, can't you? Yeah, you could.
Even better. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
swing
better.
from here at +2, +3, +4.
Just 1 damage?
Just 1 damage unless I get a crit. 6 +4, 10.
8. But after I roll defense doubles, deal 1 to you.
You take 1. I take 1. We all take 1. Then I'm gonna discard Pilum to do a free damage to you.
Say what? You just discard it to do free damage?
Yep. And then move here.
All right. First action. Second action, Langox. 7.
3.
Take 3.
Only 2 because of my armor.
Dang. And last action, I could take a -1 SWAT there. Yeah, we'll do -1. Here we go. 7.
Take 1.
Yeah.
Not what I needed.
Last action. I have higher experience.
Last round. Go for it.
Langox.
Take 2.
Slap. Yeah.
Down to 1. I can at least go out on my own terms.
Swing. 9, 8.
I'm out.
Yeah, that is almost
Defeated.
impossible.
So
Hey, Anachronism, man. We ran through the whole first set just then.
yeah,
There's something to be said for that.
I have some thoughts. You want to go to big screen?
Yeah, let's go to the big screen. There, I didn't get a chance to try that portobello. Not yet, at least. I mean, I've done stuff similar to that with portobello mushrooms, but I haven't got a chance to do that specific one.
So this game was fun. It's doing a lot of good stuff and cleverly. I think the value in this is pretty high if you're like into history and you just want to randomly do this. I do think that like deck building would make this a lot better, but it definitely has the like 2000s like it was like there were some matchups there. A few things. One, the starters having cards that were just like dead. But two, like there's a scenario there where like I just can't. That matchup is just game over.
Yeah.
And I think that's the kind of thing that like instead of game design, at least good game design these days, never creates that scenario.
Yeah.
It might be an advantage one direction or another, but making it where like there's an auto damage back for a guy that can only ever do one means that's a in programming that would be like a loop that you can't get out of.
It's only auto damage because you have one experience. Why don't you just run somebody with more experience?
That's right.
Duh.
I think you would have to run someone else.
You should always have the ability to fail in this game, right?
Yeah.
So like everyone should have at least, if you're gonna do that with 2 dice, the floor should be 3
on experience
on anything.
Yeah.
So you can always roll double 1, or you just say double 1's always misses, which a lot of games will do.
And if you make the floor 3, if everything else did, if everyone's experience just shifts up 2, it's the exact same thing except for there's a possibility. But even that, like a 1 in, you would have to snake eyes, so it'd be a 1 in 36 to fail. Yeah. That's still really low.
Yeah.
Like I think good random math would be that like anything you do has at least a 5% chance to fail, if not like a 10% chance.
You could like have to roll under your hero's experience and over their experience or something, like, you know, like make it weird. Not like, is that too complex? Who knows? But there's some easy tweaks here. It's just, you know, the levers that you have to pull are fairly limited, given that you have 4 stats. Everybody's got a 3, so like that's pretty much a waste of a stat right there. Like if you want to differentiate one warrior to have 1 extra action, why in the world would you waste the time to have everybody have the same 3 stat, right?
Basically, like instead of having a 3 speed, it could just be known that you have 3 actions around.
Or you could be a different stat. Yeah, and then one character you get 2 additional actions, 1 additional action.
Yeah. But like the basics are almost there for this to really click.
I think it's there. I mean, I think the fundamental engine is fine.
Yeah, the movement, the positioning, the way the attack grid works, even just the stats and the way the abilities are working, like it in 2005, this would have felt like an insanely modern.
Yeah.
Like thinking about the games that was playing in 2005, there's nothing.
What was being played in 2005 at that point?
So this is like versus the non-updated versus, the old versus.
What were we playing in 2005?
We weren't.
We weren't even in yet.
So 2005 would have been the year you graduated. So it would have been the end of Star Wars TCG.
Okay. So it was like
this came out.
Post Star Wars TCG era. This seems simpler to me than Star Wars TCG.
By a lot. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like this feels like the aftermath of the TCG explosion and all those crazy games that we've been playing that are super complex and wide. But before modern game development, like Flesh and Blood is like a way honed version.
Oh, 100%. Or even Summoner Wars to an extent. Kind of had that, doing the same kind of thing. But what it was lacking, and this is something that somebody was saying, that they were planning on adding terrain. So the movement in the game is not having as much of an impact as it could be having. Yeah. And Summoner Wars helped that a lot because you had multiple units on the board, so your positioning could get more chess-like, and it could be more interesting. But similarly, like if you had walls and stuff, and you know, if you could move things around, maybe if you had 2 heroes that they could kind of team up and do interesting positioning things.
Even instead of walls of stuff you can't do, it's like if you had like basically terrain where it's like this costs an extra action to move into, this makes your attacks -1, this does the damage to you, and so like manipulating where you're at and where your opponent can possibly go gets more important if you mess with the board like that.
It's pretty, you have to prevent the ability for people being able to run indefinitely, but you also want to give people the tactical freedom to kind of position in interesting ways. So there's almost, if you take a turn that's just moving, maybe you can move 4. I don't think free rotate makes sense for me here. Like I wish that you didn't have the free rotate, because then even just the way you position last turn could impact your ability to do a good attack next turn.
Yeah.
I really think that rotate should always be an action.
I do really like the put 4 cards down.
I love this system.
That's your initiative, and then that's also changing the effects of the round. I think that is like super clever.
It feels, it's like a Game of Thrones plot deck that is building over time,
Mm-hmm.
which is really nice, and I have to draw into the armor that you want to play, right?
Yeah.
That feels really good.
I also think I get why they did it, but the game's fast enough that once you have your full build out, I think it's fight to the death.
Yeah.
Like once you get to this is what's on the table, we're literally just playing the game
let's
until it's
go.
over.
Let's fight.
Yeah.
James Parsons here. What's up, James? Good to hear from you. Said, I think it was made to be a pretty casual experience. I look at it with nostalgia at 14 and 15 playing between other card games, but it had a little too much randomness and swing for an objectively good game from a strategic depth standpoint. But for a quick 10 minutes or playing with kids or whatever, it certainly did the trick. Can't deny that. 8KH McClure saying the idea of ancient heroes battling is pretty cool.
Yeah.
If they did it nowadays, would an Anachronism Ice Road Truckers pack break the game? LOL.
Like I'm picturing if you put historical figures on top of Flesh and Blood, the system.
Yeah.
And the armor pieces and all that kind of stuff, like I would.
You don't even really. This engine, that 4-card placement engine, is so good, particularly with the arena here in the middle.
It's really good.
That alone is like worth maintaining.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where this game in general, it's like the theme is cool. That was my point with the Flesh and Blood thing. But the game itself, making more use of the grid and the positions and making more use of what's going on here, that's where I even think like if you get to bring 8 or 10 or 12 cards that you get in slot, you only get to use the 4 cards. But like if I get to see, like if I saw that pairing, if I know these are the characters, I guess I wouldn't know if you had the hammer.
Sure.
But if I am this character, I know the hammer exists, so you got to watch out for the hammer. Then it's like I can play cards around that.
Yeah.
But basically that choice, I could see like if you're playing a tournament, I don't know how they worked, but if I had one character with 4 cards and that was my choice for the day, that would be rough.
Here's the other thing that you could do. You could really just blow this up a little bit and go. Let's say I have a. Let's go with 60. Let's go with 12 cards. Let's say you bring 12 cards to the table. They all have to be different, right? And then you place 4. You play a 4 round, and then you sweep the board, and you have 4 more that you not place. Sweep the board, 4 more, and give everybody 20 health. Or something,
you basically
right?
have to go 3 rounds.
Like let's
cards.
go, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, and something that is really good you might use up front, but then it's not available to you. You pull out a different weapon, or like things go a little bit different.
And after the first round or second round, now I know more what your options are going to be because I know what you can't do.
Even go 16 cards and 2 4-card rounds. So like after the first round, you kind of get an idea where things are. So now your last 4 cards from your 12 to choose from are more like strategic.
Check this out. Calton L saying tournaments would be best of 5. So you play 5 times. You would build a customizable set of 25 that you could mix and match. You chose the 4 support after seeing the opposing hero.
Okay. So that's pretty solid.
Best of 5, you have 25 options, and you get to choose those every time. And best of 5 is nice because it mitigates the randomness, and it's quick enough that you can do that.
Yeah.
Because you got to win 3 out of 5.
You're supposed to jam these out.
Yeah.
This is a dice rolling game as much as it is. Now you have to know what you're doing. Sometimes the combos you put together are going to be better than whatever your opponent's done. But if you and I got really into this, it would come down to like we're rolling off a lot against each other.
And I think if you're doing best of 5, that reminds me of the Star Wars TCG where there's a lot of dice. I mean, you play best of 3. And so it was like, it just mitigates the randomness.
Yeah, it evens out.
And you get to learn, like, if you do the same thing over and over again, surely your opponent's going to start countering it.
Yeah, if you can, I guess is the thing.
With 25 cards, I would assume you would build in such a way that there's no just like, you have counters. You should have so many slots for counters because you're only using 4 of them. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm with it, man. So Anachronism, I really like this. I really just like this system. I tend to like games, I think, that you have to anticipate things pretty far into the future, especially when you don't really know how it's going to work out. There's some excitement to that.
Yeah.
Because when it hits nicely and you look like a genius, it's like, that's amazing. And then sometimes you're just like, that like shuriken, and you're next to me, it's like, well, I lose that one, right?
Yeah.
I like that system. I like the idea of hidden information. I like the idea that you're like slowly revealing it and the game is building without feeling like there's a whole lot of new information that's coming online that you have to like now, memorize with that cognitive load discussion that we always have. I think the thing that's lacking for me here is the positioning doesn't feel meaningful enough to have it be such an integral part of the game, but I think you need it to be. Like otherwise, you're just revealing cards and seeing who did the right thing and rolling dice. I think the positioning, whatever this game could do to make that more of a factor, is where I would start looking if I were doing a redesign.
For sure. I feel like, and again, this was set 1. They ended up making 7 sets, but I get the sense that if this were a game that were being designed now, and I played this, I would feel like it's 1 or 2 iterations away from being the final thing. Where it's like there's good stuff happening. There's some magic in this system.
The fundies are here.
But it's tightening and tweaking and making use of the things that are here, not even adding necessarily, which is cool. I mean, it's 2005, so like it's a different world back in 2005.
Yeah. It's great stuff, though.
Yeah, super cool. That was fun.
Yeah, that was great. Thanks so much. That's one of my favorite throwbacks, for sure.
All right.
Thanks,
if you
everybody.
haven't been watching,
portobello mushrooms.
That's right. If you haven't been watching, we throw back to old games
there.
on Thursdays on our Throwback Thursday streams. We'll be doing plenty more moving into the future. So hopefully we'll see you there. And it's been a privilege.
It's been a pleasure, everybody. Take care.